Hello and welcome. Thank you so much. I'm Diana Brown. With me is the amazing
Dan Wilson, and together we are Binge
Bingewatch.
Watch.
We are delighted to have you here, our virtual live studio audience joining us now. Those watching later, we are so happy to have you. And our Patreon patrons, thank you for being with us. I'm so excited.
So excited. So, for those of you just signing in, we are asking folks in the chat to give us some major life decisions. And this is because we have a special guest tonight, Mr. Jeffrey Weissman.
That's right. We are so excited to have him. We created a brand new form just to showcase him. He will be appearing in almost every scene, and which our suggestion may have given away a little bit. The name of our brand new trio is Major Life Decision Gauntlet. So thank you for putting things in the chat. Dan, are you taking a look?
I will in a moment, but while folks are putting things in the chat, I'll take this opportunity to remind folks to go ahead, like, subscribe, put things in the chat, put in comments, and if you really enjoy what we're doing, please check us out over on patreon.com, look up Binge Watch, and we have different levels of involvement in our community. We would love to have you part of that community. So, that said, what we got going on there, Diana?
Well, Gil Brennan, thank you so much, Gil. He suggests the decision to move somewhere where I didn't know anyone. Do I go back to school for a doctorate? That comes from Stacy Marshall. These are great. Let's see. Oh, I'm kind of loving this idea of like just up and moving somewhere where you know no one.
We've also got Buying a Business from Earthly Oakland, Triskanon.
Thank you, Tristan.
Great. So we've got three solid options there today.
Ooh.
Now, we've got to make a decision. This is a major life decision.
A major life decision. I'm starting to feel like buying a business because the ramifications are just the ripples. Oh, the ripples.
Well, let's get Ripley.
All right. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy Jeffrey Weissman and the two of us in Major Life Decision Gauntlet.
All right, we're looking this up. This is good. What I'm reading here is that these have got already 30,000 followers on this. This is a really wise investment, Dan.
Thank you so much. I mean, I just kind of rolled the dice, and I didn't even use normal dice. I went like for the really nerdy kind.
Which is that from the Dungeons and Dragons set?
Well, kind of. It's actually it's a 10-sided die inside a 20-sided die. So I figured this would give me, like, I don't know, insight into the way to run a business.
Okay, I'm game. Tell me what each number means then. It's going to, inform the way you open, what time you open, or what? It's all yours.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the most part, I kind of like I'll make a list. Oh God, I dropped it. Oh God. Oh God.
Over there.
I
just standing on it. I think you're gonna hurt your foot.
Oh no. It shattered.
The die shattered.
Well, it's just plastic. It's just like plastic over plastic because it's transparent plastic over opaque plastic, and the plastic just kind of. Oh God!
That's not a good sign. That is a bad sign for a new business to have. Wait, you want to throw cards? You want to do some I Ching?
Harry,
stand by here.
Harry, I don't know what to do, Harry. I was relying on the gods to communicate to me through dice.
Jesus Christ! Get a hold of yourself, man. All right, that's it. Breathing. Are you breathing? Excellent. That's right. Relax. Good. Oh, much better. Your color is coming back to your face. Now, do you really need that die? maybe you could actually use your intuition. Maybe you could listen to the rhythms of the moon or the ocean, or just friggin' go buy a book.
You could do it for me, Harry.
What?
You could be my dice.
Uh,
I could give you ideas, and you would tell me which ones would make us successful and which ones would make us fail, and all the responsibility would be yours, but I could take all the credit. That's how it worked with the dice.
that equation is a little tenuous. I'm listen. If you want me to run your lingerie shop, I'm happy to. But listen, I'm not going to have my name anywhere associated with it because I have a reputation to hold up. This is a new place for me to come to. It's a brand new community. I want to be somewhat respectable, and having my name associated with a lingerie shop. But
You don't want the sign to say Harry Bras and Panties?
something about hairy bras and panties just doesn't quite give me a lot of faith that we're going to get a lot of customers. They already have a good name here.
Well, thanks. I mean, I think that Secret Desires is nice, but I want to respect you, Harry. I want to respect your contribution, and I think that if we need to make it no longer Secret Desires, but Harry Bras and Panties, I think it's important to respect our team. I mean, you're the dice.
I like part of that. I like it, maybe Harry's Secret Desires, but still, my name is there. Let's have it Dan's or Daniel or Dana's Secret Desires. Or we got to capitalize on the Secret Desires that's already got the 30,000 followers. They've got obviously an online presence.
We've already got a market. Yeah. We don't want to lose the market. Yeah. Okay, and
we're going to set up a meeting with the owner, all right? We're going to set it up. We'll get her in here, see if she's available, make an appointment. How about like in 2 minutes? Is that good for you?
Yeah. Just Gwyneth kind of scares me. I mean, Gwyneth, Hi, Gwyneth. Yeah, she doesn't really respect timelines very much. Hi, Gwyneth.
Hi.
How do you do?
I was standing outside the door eavesdropping, so I just came on in.
Gwyneth, my name is Harry. I'm Daniel's advisor.
I can see why.
Huh?
I can see why he takes advice from you.
He's Harry, what are you? I'm going to give you 20 possible options. We haven't got time for that. Shit.
Gwyneth, I'm actually new to the community here. This is a big move for me. I don't know anyone except, of course, Daniel, who I am consulting for. And we like your business. We're just curious, though, why are you going out of business?
Oh, I'm buying a larger premises.
Are you keeping the name?
I'm not sure yet. Why do you want to buy it? Because if you want to buy it, it could be for sale. I mean, everything's for sale. Are these for sale? They're mighty cute.
Sure. Those are going to go for they're going to go for Harry. They're going to go for
you want me to sell your blocks?
Price level, Harry.
They're very, very special blocks. They have a spiritual investment. They actually came from a very holy man, Reddy Bibi of Salamanca, who that Daniel was on a special trip to the top of the Himalayas, and there at the feet of Reddy Bibi, he kissed his toes. Reddy Bibi gave him these blocks as meanings. He uses those blocks to determine how every day he behaves and dresses. And so they're very special to him. You'd have to pay at least $500 a piece.
Thank you. That's our amount. $500 a piece. There we go. Thank you.
I'll take them. You're trying to fly under the radar, Mr. Harry. You're an Instagram influencer. You are.
What?
I've followed you before.
Secrets out of bag.
I had no idea you were so connected, Mr. Daniel, with someone of that stature. You know,
Yeah,
I would be willing to give you a deal just to say that my premises is occupied by such a powerful man.
I mean, you have no idea his power. I mean, he's the moderator of my Reddit board. That's how we actually met, and he wields authority with great aplomb.
Perhaps I'm confusing him with someone else, but either way, I find him delicious. Ring these up, Daniel.
Sure. Yeah. Let me just go ahead and.
Go ahead, take those. I'll sit here and have a conversation with.
Yeah.
What did you say your name was?
Harry, just think of how I look.
You are. I just want to get my fingers in there and just
Go ahead. Go ahead.
go for a little rummage in the woods. God,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm not usually so forward, but
It's all right. It didn't bother me at all. I haven't had that kind of attention for. It's one of the reasons I moved out here. Need new attention.
I'm not usually one to be taken by an average. I feel like I know you. I feel like I want to know you biblically. Right here in the middle of all this discounted lingerie. But I need to close the deal, and you need to be true to your friend, and yet, God, there's something about you just. No, back to the blocks. I'll take these, and I'm lonely. You don't.
Glenn. Oh, Glenn, I'm very happy to make your acquaintance, and perhaps after the deal is settled, we could discuss, perhaps over coffee, our personal lives.
I might XO you.
Oh my!
I know that's straightforward.
It is a sign.
I'm going to just leave this contract here, and you can just sign it or not.
Here are your kiss blocks.
Thank you. I've been manhandling the other ones. That I'll put these back on the shelf. Just
Those are for demonstration purposes only.
I understand, Daniel and Harry. It's been life-changing. You just write whatever price you want for this place, and it'll be yours. Just like I long to be. I can't. I'm saying words that don't make any sense, I'm sure. I love you, Harry.
What the hell just happened?
I think that you just became an equal partner in the company, Harry. You're not just the dice, you're the shit.
I've never had a woman come on to me like that. I mean,
That's because
this
you
is the
spend-
first for me. I mean, it's the desires in here are instantaneously fulfilled. It seems. I mean, I wonder, is that really her beautiful hair? I mean, she put her fingers in my beard. It was delicious.
I don't know a whole lot about courtship at the upper executive level, but tell you what.
I mean, I haven't been touched like that in years. Daniel, the possibility here is amazing. I mean, I tell you what, I will accept being your consultant, but we should keep her on as a consultant.
Well, I mean, she's the owner. I mean, she's the financier.
You're going to be the owner. You are going to make a fortune here with my intellect and her beauty and expertise in the field. Look out, America.
Harry, I just feel like I need some guidance. Tell me when to stop. Just tell me when to stop. It's going to be fine. We don't have any more dice, and you can't do your own dice. The last card. Harry.
Yeah. There you go.
It's the Seven of Wands.
Brilliant. 7 of Wands. That's magic. 7's my lucky number. What does it mean?
I have no idea.
That's great. That's a great card. Leave it a mystery. We love mysteries. But, brother.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Hi, Harry.
Gwen? May I call you Gwen?
I hope you will.
I mean, Mrs. Ferguson's lovely too. Or is it Miss Ferguson?
It's Ms.
Ms.
Ferguson.
Ms. Gwendolyn. Ms. Gwendolyn. This, your hair is. I don't like being so forward, but you were a little forward with touching my beard, so I thought
you can touch it.
I've only been dreaming of just this hair here.
I know, it's just
Oh.
okay. Ow. Oh,
I'm sorry. Okay,
you got a little hangnail there. Hands are very important to me. They're soft and manicured, and they are the hands are the tongues of the arms. So you want to.
Your conditioner is delightfully fragrant.
It's edible. It's okra and papaya extract.
I've never heard of okra and papaya extract conditioner. I'll have to try it. But before I go much further, I need to explain that my dear friend Daniel, who I'm consulted with, has told me that perhaps you would consider, if we made an offer for the establishment and all the previous guests and I can hardly speak because my heart is palpitating because
it's my beauty. Say it's my beauty.
$25,000 for everything, and we'd like you to stay on as a consultant for an additional $5,000 a year.
Harry, you don't understand what this.
Oh, are you crying? Here, take my handkerchief.
Thank you. It's just.
There.
I have everything, but I'm a part of nothing. And you're asking me to take almost nothing in order to become a part of something. And it's so ironic and beautiful.
Well, this way, I'd feel more comfortable consulting in a business I know really very little about, but having you near is also a benefit for me, because I have to be frank with you. My heart skipped a beat when you touched my beard.
I thought I was having a heart attack when you touched my hair. I may still be, but I felt something. It might just be arrhythmia or a panic attack or love. It could be love. I've never been in love before. I know I'm incredibly attractive and beguiling and unusually aggressive, but I've never known.
You don't need to say any more. Come into my arms. Come closer. Close.
Oh my God.
Did you bite me?
I did accidentally.
I'm bleeding.
You have a lot of iron in your blood. You don't need supplements. That's great. You must be really strong. Sorry.
Listen, would you like to have my handkerchief back?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Here you go.
Thank you.
This might be a little forward, but I imagine all I can say is
I'm honored. What can I say is I'd love to honor your offer. I mean, I understand that you're offering your honor, and I'd love to honor your offer, and I'm sure if I do, the all night long honor and offer, but I just want very much to tell you that I'm a little wary now that you bit my lip. It's all right for me to bite my lip, but for you to bite my lip, it's a little unnatural. I think
I didn't mean to bite your lip. I just.
And you knew about iron in my blood just from biting my lip and tasting my blood.
I can taste there's a lot of, like, my own blood doesn't have as much iron. I have to take supplements, and you can taste the difference.
Can you tell me why you named this place Dark Desires?
I could tell you. Or I could still hold on to the idea that we might have a future. Because once I tell you, okay. My family, they tend to go to the troubled side of things. And I ran from that for many years, but I decided to turn around and face my impulses. So
And when she did, she found us. Hello, sis. I must say, it's been some time trying to find you in this tawdry strip mall.
Bertrand Sebastian Henglow III.
Yes. Who's your... I don't know, what would we call him?
He's hairy and he's good. He's good through and through.
I may be part owner of this establishment. Do you need to be alone with your brother here?
Oh, no.
No,
The last thing she wants is to be alone with me. Cocaine. It's not actually Altoids, don't worry.
Maybe in a moment.
You'd never this early in the day.
No, please. I take great effort in taking the powder and re-solidifying them into little cocaine tablets.
He does. It's a hobby.
I lost one business already to that stuff years ago. I'm fine, thank you.
The 90s were hard on us all. It's true.
No, it was the 80s.
Oh, that was the good shit.
He was authentic.
So, Gwyneth.
Brother.
You're investing in Lacey Underthings now.
No, she's selling. You see,
Oh.
my dear friend Daniel and I are here as prospective buyers. We just made an offer and we're closing. Should I be telling your brother this? Is everything copacetic with you and your brother, Gwyn?
No, he already knows. He's just toying with us like a cat with a mouse. He's eviscerated and keeping alive for the sheer joy of it. Do I have that
It's one
right?
thing to tell Gwyneth that she's failed. It's something much better to have her friend point out her failure instead.
I don't need to get into the middle of something here. I'm going to go find Daniel. I'll be right back.
Harry. Oh. I'm sorry, did I scare away your new little pet?
This would only be, what, the 400th one you've scared away? I had him convinced that I've never even known love.
Well, these mortals are not very good at detecting subtleties.
Damn you, brother. I've missed you, you bastard.
Well, one has to entertain myself.
You stranded me here 17 years ago in front of this very horrible shop in this strip mall.
A heartbeat, as if you knew what that still felt like.
I was about to tell him the truth. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Well, I was listening in for a while. I found it quite tawdry and cheap, but I like that.
I even went so far as to get Grandmama's ring out.
Took a lot of work getting it off her finger. I still have splinters from the coffin.
I know.
Gwyneth,
Brother.
what on earth is your endgame with this Harry?
I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I have come to trying to sell this. It's the 14th time this year I've sold this place. Then I get tired and, well, they're gone. Or I get rid of them. I have so many of these in the back.
Oh my goodness gracious, your tastes haven't improved.
They're a seller. right after Christmas, people come in and buy these because they can't bear the thought that the holidays are over and they have to turn to something. So they immediately start decorating their house for Valentine's Day. People are now decorating trees for Valentine's Day. They're just leaving the Christmas tree up, ripping off all the Christmas gewgaws and festooning it with hearts and fat baby cupids.
Look, your problem, Gwyneth, is that you keep trying to deny your very basic nature.
I really, really like humans.
I know, but you're a predator and a capitalist, and you keep trying to
They're
sell.
not mutually exclusive, predators and capitalists.
No, but you're denying both sides of yourself.
I know. I gave this place away for 25,000 and 5,000 a year as a stipend for my own presence.
That's like dining on a mouse when a person is nearby.
I know. Well, I just did that. I was outside the door eavesdropping on them less than an hour ago, and I got rather peckish.
I'll tell you what, as
What?
your big brother, it's my job to ensure that you do things properly. I'm going to go outside, and if this place is not running with the blood of your victims in, let's say 5-10 minutes, I'll buy the place out and I'll make sure you never buy anything again. I'll destroy your credit, strip you of your assets, and leave you mumbling beneath a bridge someplace. Oh, hello,
Again?
Harry. I see Harry's back. I'll leave you two to your...
Brother, couldn't we... Fine. Hi, Harry.
Gwen, I was speaking with Daniel. I've found Daniel. He's really happy with what we have going on here, but I told him about your brother and drugs on the premises, and that scared him. He's getting a little cold feet about this deal.
Well, of course.
I'm not coming out!
Oh, it's all right, Daniel. My brother's trouble, I know it. And I'm so sorry. Harry, I'm so sorry. I hope you can work with me to convince Daniel that this is in his best interest. Could I just run my fingers through your beard once?
Oh, no, please. Oh.
So soft.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Your hands are like the tongue of your arms.
That's what I said. I'm so happy you remembered. Sometimes it feels like there's a jagged edge to reality, doesn't there? Harry.
It was really just a quote I heard somewhere, but it really fit that moment.
I love you, Harry. And no matter what happens in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I want you to know that you will be a man who died with love in his heart.
Oh, I don't know what I've done to deserve this. This is fantastic. I have to tell you, I have always had a problem with girls. In school, I actually in junior high came out to PE once without my gym shorts on. I was in my jockey shorts, and I didn't know. I was just, the teacher was taking roll, and he said, Harry, did we forget something? And there I was in just my jockey shorts and my gym shirt, but and I was like, and that got around, so no girl in junior high would have anything to do with me. And then in high school, oh my God, I was a bit of a nerd, and I thought that maybe taking dance would help me, and then because I couldn't take PE because of the holdover from junior high. I'm just rambling here. I just have never dated a girl. I've never had any luck with women, and for you to come to me like electricity, I've only read about in fantasies, and I want to dance. I want to.
Let's dance, Harry. Let's dance out in the hallway where there's a nice long stretch, and I can get a good access to your neck. I mean, to just stretch our whole torso. Shall we? Shall we walk?
Hand in hand? Yes.
Let's go to the hallway, Harry.
Come.
We'll be back, Daniel.
Yes. Oh.
Remember, I love you, Harry.
Oh. Hey. God. Ooh, go right for the hickey already. Oh. Hey. Whoa. Ow.
Hush, Harry. It'll be over soon. Harry went out for a sandwich. I can't hear you, but I see your lips moving.
That's okay. It's just I had a little thing with my throat. I got a new business partner. Harry just wasn't the right fit. But this one's for financial choices. This one's for advertising. This one's for HR.
Tell you what, let's go outside, you and I, take a nice walk, and we'll look at where we're going to put the new sign with your name and your business partner's names. Come on, Daniel. Take my hand. Let's walk outside. Come on. That's right. Here we go. Just look up there and stretch your neck where the sign might be.
And that's our show. Oh my God.
Oh my
Jeffrey,
goodness.
please return.
Jeffrey, come on back.
Oh, good. His neck's not bleeding too terribly. Thank God.
Not too terribly, no. I think this is the first time we have become vampires in our guest set. That was.
Yes. And who would have thought that starting a new business would have resulted in a horror story?
Dark
Oh, wait.
desire.
Every
Up
business.
to anyone who's ever opened a business. Jeffrey, what it is like to play with you. I'm going to go get ready for our set. And if you would, thank you so much.
Read it. Well, thank you everyone for watching the opening set with me, Major Life Choices, Gauntlet. It was a good name, I think. And now sit back and relax. The show continues. Please welcome back Bingewatch.
Oh, 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 oh.
We're back.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That was wild.
It is so fun to get to play with new people and get to explore strange new worlds.
Indeed. Jeffrey is so flexible and able to just go anywhere and takes such sheer delight in this art form. It's wonderful.
So, as far as going anywhere we want, we've got a few suggestions of shows in the chat.
No, what are you looking at and thinking sounds fun, Dan?
Well, I'm just going to read off some of our options from our wonderful audience first. We have had the Clone Wars animated series because Anakin actually has a personality. Thank you, Gil. Also, Merlin, when he is young and begins his training. It's a nice little twist on the myth.
Ooh.
Now, The Dig, Great British Epic. Do you know about The Dig, Diana?
Yes. They are digging for artifacts in a small village in England for like things like Viking ships.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you to Stacy for those. Also, Turn, Washington Spies.
Ooh.
Period piece about George Washington and a spy for Washington. WandaVision, which I must admit is my own current obsession. I think I've watched every episode at least 3 times.
Ooh, it's so good.
Have you seen the most recent one, episode 5?
No.
We will
Tell
not.
us about it.
Oh, I'm not saying a word. Spoilerific. I'm going to be good to our audience. I had things spoiled for me by YouTube title cards. So no. And then we have Dinosaurs, the early 90s Jim Henson show.
I'm kind of leaning toward Young Merlin. I will, full disclosure, I've not watched it. So I am literally going off of what I imagine the show to be. Young Merlin and dealing with learning how to deal with smug Arthur. And I wonder if are they like junior high school peers? That sounds really ridiculous and fun.
Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and mix this with Turn, Washington Spies.
Okay.
So
Well,
we've got... Oh, sorry, please go
No,
ahead.
please share, because I
Right.
love your breakdowns.
Okay, so we are looking at again. What was yours? What it was again was called.
Merlin, I believe.
Right. So Merlin, we're looking at the most powerful magician in existence at the beginning of his powers, learning who he is and what he can do in ancient Celtic lands. So historical period drama, and then a more recent period drama about espionage during the Revolutionary War under George Washington.
Okay. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the very first episode of.
Magical Intrigues.
Hmm. Mr. Washington. Mr. Franklin here.
Good to have you. You'll have to pardon me. I've got a bit of an infection going from my teeth. It's run all the way down to my legs.
I've told you. Got to be very careful about your dentist. Now, if you were thinking of having, I don't know, cedar for your teeth, false though they may be, that's a lot easier on the gum. Of course, you went for a hardwood like oak.
Yes. Enameled oak. It's expensive, but I am the president after all.
Well, our country deserves the best. Listen, I think I know someone that might be able to help you.
Really?
Yes,
Is he a dentist?
sort of.
Is he a barber?
Well,
i.e.,
he's-
a surgeon?
Yes.
Because as you know, surgeons and barbers are the only ones allowed to apply a blade to the presidential person.
Yes, well, he's also something called a apothecarian, a combiner, a compounder of medications.
Ah, very good. So he can administer the cocaine and the heroin I need to sleep at night.
Yes,
Fantastic.
and herbal elixirs and what have you. Now, don't be nervous, but he comes from across the sea.
Oh, I see. He's
That's what he keeps telling us. He sounds like he's, straight off the old ship of the king.
ally or refugee?
I believe a
French, is
little
he?
of both.
A little of both. Well, if you vouch for him, then
Washington, truth be told, he was almost burned alive.
I see.
He seems to possess a. I'm a man of science. I mean, I'm about to go fly a kite for the love of God, but a certain magic.
Magic.
It could just be good compounding or advanced knowledge of medicine, but it. I dare say, Washington, it seems otherworldly.
I say, Ben, we've known each other for a good long time, and you've done some amazing things. I mean, those bifocal glasses of yours are phenomenal, and your work in print is amazing, and that whole business with the key and the kite was just, well, otherworldly.
Yes, I'm just going to go fly another one for fun now, because there's quite a gust coming up.
Well, it's so nice to see you dealing with your syphilis.
I'm doing my best.
Well, France is hard to us all. But I must say that I find your current flights of fancy a bit incomprehensible, but I will reserve judgment until I meet your apothecary.
You want to get better. He wants to get over on the king. And there's just one thing. He seems to have suffered a blow to the head because he seems to think the person who's the king is not the person who's currently the king.
This is exhausting, Ben. I
I
have
know.
a country to run. Tell you what,
Yes.
I'll put you in charge of your little friend. If he can be of service to us, wonderful. If not, entertain him in some other fashion.
Or maybe one of your underlings can see him, like, I don't know, Hamilton or someone.
Fine. We'll have Hamilton meet this apothecary. Does he have a name?
He goes by the name of, starts with an M, Merlin.
Definitely European. I'm a very busy person. Yeah, no, yeah, very nice. Yes, very nice to meet you.
It's dusty here.
Well, we are busy and there is dirt and dust. Look, I understand that you've got some information, you've got some techniques to help with the president's pains, and yes.
It's almost like it's not here, isn't it?
That's a very clever parlor trick. Thank you so very much. Look, Mr. Merlin, I am a very busy man. I am constructing an entire trade system, an entire banking system for our country.
You're not easily impressed. I like that about you.
You have an odd affectation.
I
French, German, Dutch, perhaps. Maybe Swiss. I can't quite exactly place your accent.
That's the point.
Fine. You know what?
I'm young, but I know things. I can get the rot out of the president first.
Excellent. Once you've done that, I have another mission for you. To be quite honest, I would like to get you as far from here as humanly possible because I find you disturbing and somewhat, if you'll pardon the phrase, creepy. So, you will create a compound, aid the president.
Alexander Hamilton. Your name is Alexander Hamilton.
My name is Alexander Hamilton.
It's funny. You smiled a little bit at the end there, like you're proud of yourself.
I've come from nothing, and I've attained one of the most important positions.
I've come from nothing.
I don't care. I don't care about you, I don't care about your affectations, and I don't care about your powders. As far as I'm concerned, you can go back to wherever you came from and die in a hole. But the president hopes you can be useful. Prove so to me. Remove his pain, and then help us remove the King of England.
The latter will be easier than the former. But Merlin wants something for Merlin's trouble. Merlin wants a seat at the right hand of the King of England, the rightful King of England.
This is America, Mr. Merlin. And unlike you, I will not speak in the third person of myself, but I will tell you...
I know not of this time, and I have to tell thee true. Something's queer about my head or yours, because I went to sleep 2 fortnight ago, and it was a very different time.
Well, it sounds to me like you should be checking your herbs and powders then, because you've clearly had a bit of an accident in your own laboratory.
Or I'm supposed to be here, and there are simply things that are unclear. But sometimes Providence puts us in the path in which we are supposed to find ourselves.
Be that as it may, you describing your lack of skill in your own medication and your capacity to sleep for weeks upon end does not instill me
The
with
guilt that you still lived when your mother died, you wear upon you like a mantle of arrogance and fear.
Well, someone's done their homework. I do not trust you.
I do not trust me either, so in that we are aligned.
So I will send you off.
There's nothing in me, dear friend, though I long for the companionship of brotherhood, friendship, and equanimity. There's a part in me that knows I will betray those I most love.
Well, love is your first mistake. I will send you to England. You will pose as the servant to the ambassador. You will do there what you will, for I feel that sending you to that particular court is like sending a stick of dynamite. And I need not know what you plan. I need not know your hopes, dreams, or aspirations. I need only know that you are not here, tainting these hallowed halls. You will leave in the morning, Mr. Merlin. You can take your little parlor trick with you. Sorry.
Perhaps the king will find it amusing.
Could be. He's mad. I was rather hoping to have an audience with you before you spoke to His Majesty. How is the ambassador? Well, I trust. The voyage was not too long.
The ambassador is levitating small objects in the kitchen.
I always suspected that the Washingtons had a certain sense of humor, but sending a court magician to the king is a bit, I don't know, last century.
Well, the king is not exactly happy.
Is he ever? He's been out of sorts ever since the war was lost, you know.
Yes, I know. He's chuckling, thinking about who might, step in after Georgie Porgy kicks it off. His leg isn't doing it all well.
No.
But before we get into all that, tell me something.
Certainly.
I understand last night you had quite a bit of folly in your gentleman's club and lost a lot of money.
I did.
Talk about that.
Well, the funny thing is that there was a gentleman there who rather reminds me of the American ambassador.
Really?
He also was quite fond of parlor tricks and little tricks of the hand and whatnot. In fact, I think it might be a rather fantastic joke to put the two of them together.
Anything to keep the king's mind off of actually governing.
Certainly. In fact, I've got him in the other room. I will send him to you, and you may introduce him to the ambassador, and we can let them amuse each other endlessly in a particular cycle that never ends, and they'll stay out of our hair completely.
We can watch from behind that screen if we're so inclined.
Certainly. One thing Americans don't realize is that affairs of state are intricate and full of deceit. They're playing it as if we were honest and trustworthy, and goodness gracious, that's not how you run the state.
Not gentlemanly.
I'll bring him right in. Please hold just a moment.
Shall I get the other? I'll just wait.
Hello.
Hello. No, after you.
No, not at all. You know, I can see things in your eyes.
I'm sure you can.
Ambitions thwarted, dreams unfulfilled.
Can you
A
not?
mother who died of consumption. A father who beat you. A brother who died in the war in the Americas.
We hadn't heard conclusively that he had passed.
But you know it to be true. You felt it.
The moment he died, I felt it.
Yes.
You didn't look so happy about it.
My name is Mordred.
I want you to meet someone named Merlin.
Certainly. At last. I've waited far too long for this. But the hour approaches, and so does he.
And with a hey nonny nonny and a hey lolly.
Hello, old friend.
Mordred.
Merlin. Working for the colonies. Oh, I'm so sorry. The newly independent nation of America.
Shut up.
Oh, I don't think I have to do anything you say. I don't think I have any reason to fear you or respect you.
How did you send me to this time and now join me thus?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Indeed I would, for close was I becoming to Arthur. Close.
Arthur sleeps, and has slept so for hundreds of years.
And what of Morgana?
She may come when she wishes. I do not control her movements any more than you control mine. Merlin, this is a different age. They fancy themselves devotees of reason, of all things, of science. They worship a thing they have so humbly entitled The Enlightenment, which is not but the spinning of their own minds. You and I have been on opposing sides in the past, but Arthur is no more. Magic is deemed nothing but a myth. You and I can rule both sides of this new world, should we so choose.
Arthur is no more.
He sleeps for 1,000 years, and will sleep 1,000 years more.
He was good.
He was mortal. And how foolish of you to trust in a mortal man.
And how foolish of me to spend time here with you now. What could we possibly accomplish together besides the ruin and destruction of all those we love?
There's only ruin and destruction when we oppose each other, Merlin. If we work together, we can bring order to this chaotic world.
What say ye now?
I say that their thirst for blood is no different than it was back when you woke seemingly yesterday. They still kill each other. They still die of disease. They still beat, cheat.
This king is mad. And all they want in the colonies is a little dignity and the right to govern themselves.
You think truly that is what they want? You
Yes.
think their rhetoric bespeaks their true heart? You
As
are
true as I
stupid.
speak or you speak, as true as any speaks when their own avarice is sitting at the same table and dining on the same meal, they speak as mortals. And we speak as those who wish mortality were within our grasp. For long we have walked, and long will we walk further.
Speak of your own desires, Merlin.
What?
I am quite content to wield my power as I see fit, and to make the world as I desire. You stand in my way. You always have. I had hoped things might change here in this new world, but perhaps not.
I'm lonely. I am tired. I want not to fight with you.
Then join me.
I am unable to fully join you because you refuse rational discourse.
Merlin the Rationalist. Merlin, who has been in this time for but a fortnight at best, has assumed the role of realist, rationalist. You have magic in your veins. You have the madness of the universe coursing through your body. Your mind is aflame with insanity. You need only to embrace it. Leave your American friends. We, in your sleep, constructed an empire. It flags somewhat. But between you and I, we shall rise again, and the sun shall never set upon the British Empire.
There are beauty in your words and treachery in your smile. Perhaps what I need to spend my time on now is simply drink.
Ben,
Yes. Later, my dear. I'll find time to tickle your fancy later. Yes, George.
those powders of your apothecary have done little to null my pain, but they have given me the most distressing visions.
Oh. Chair.
You're drunk, aren't you, Ben?
As the Lord.
You tire me, Ben, and yet I find you the only one in the entire cabinet who actually cares about people and not
Merlin
concepts.
gave me this to drink from. Clever, isn't it?
Strange. It makes my head buzz in unfortunate ways.
It's as though it isn't even there. But it is. Your visions, are they of glory and triumph?
They are of despair, desolation, and
Yeah.
ruination.
So just another day in the rock.
But there is a way to avoid it, a way to keep our new nation from foundering. But it is so non-intuitive. It boggles my very mind to think of it. But I think I must step down at the end of my second term.
How will you say goodbye?
I have to teach the nation that leadership will persist even when the leader leaves.
Yeah.
It is madness, is it not? Should not a steady hand hold the tiller for our nation until that hand no longer can handle it?
Hold on. I'm starting to grasp the idea, though, that before a leader wanes in his ability, it is passed on to a younger and more vigorous individual, man, clearly, who will steady the tiller until another comes along.
But if George had passed on his power before he had truly gone mad, we might have been able to stay within.
Yes.
We might have been able to. All those dead.
I might be strolling the mall right now instead of sitting here getting half drunk talking to you. I miss strolling the mall. Don't you?
I suppose so, Ben.
Yes.
I'm troubled.
Don't you miss, season at court and... Oh, George. Mr. President.
There will come a time when this nation will know the madness of King George. It will know what it is to have a madman at its helm. But we can put systems in place to prevent that madness from spreading.
I'm all for that. Granted, I'm a bit drunk, but I'm all for it.
Ben, am I mad to entrust such things as matters of state to visions brought on by your apothecary's powders? Is it mad to walk away from this nation in its hour of need because my tooth hurts?
Was it mad to bring a few ragtag farmers into war with the British soldiers? Yes, but nevertheless we persisted.
Assemble them all, Ben. We have some amendments to make.
Oh, I suppose I'm going to tell Flossie that I won't be able to see her for the rest of the night. Beautiful girl. French.
I admire your sacrifice for your country, Ben.
I admire your sarcasm, and I'll get you some laudanum for that mouth. It seems the visions have helped you, though the powder has not. George.
God bless America, Ben.
Land that I love. Land that I love.
And that is our show.
Thank you so much. That was delightful. Let's hear it for Gil Brennan for his amazing, amazing suggestion. Let's get the fabulous Mr. Weissman back on screen.
Come on back up here, man.
At his leisure. Yes, Jeffrey! Thank you so much for playing with us.
Oh, it was a treat. I really can't hold a candle to what you two do. It's just magnificent to witness. And, and thank you for inviting me and including me. What a great honor.
Oh, I am without words. And as Diana will tell you, that's very hard to happen.
I have no words. I am most humbled.
It's exquisite to see how you're able to juggle so many characters, intertwine them, keep the story progressing. It's delicious. Thank you so much for including me.
It has been our absolute delight, Jeffrey. Thank you so much.
You honor us. People are delighted that you are on here and would love to see more of you. If they want to tune in and see you in other things, where might they find you?
At my house. I'm growing this pandemic fur, I call it, to mainly grow the mustache out. Ironically, with Hal Holbrook passing this just a couple of weeks ago in January, I am going to be playing Mark Twain in a series I'm actually writing, which is Dan. I feel your pain. I'm writing Mark Twain's American History, which will hopefully be like a 12-part series for home education and schools, because Twain was, very, very. He was an activist on both the abolitionist movement, the suffragette movement, the imperialist movement, going head to head with Teddy Roosevelt. So I've got different episodes of all those I'm developing, and as I say, I'm gonna, play Twain.
You'll be marvelous.
Thank
Just
you.
make sure you include the influence of wizards on American foreign and domestic policy.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you guys just nailed it. I knew that there was a secret history, and thank you for telling it.
Now we know, right? Jeffrey, you have the most wonderful smile. Look at him. When he smiles, the world lights up. It has been such a joy getting to rehearse with you and then having the privilege of performing with you. We hope that at some time in the not too distant future, you'll come back and play with us again.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Until then, thank you all for joining us. Like, subscribe, join us on Patreon, and we will Diana and I will see you in 2 weeks.
Right.
And I will see you in the future.
In the future.
Until then, be kind to each other, stay well, and we will see you soon.